Good morning, lovely ladies. Today we are going to be going over the very controversial ad that came out from Sarah's Day. If you don't know who she is, she's a YouTuber, vlogger, Instagrammer, type of fitness, health person. She has her own, I think, like athletic wear where she sells, sports bras, all of that stuff. And she came out with a program. It's an 8-week training program, and she created an ad for it. And it came to my attention because I had a client send it to me, actually, because she wrote kind of a this is why this is hurtful type of post on her recovery Instagram, and she sent that to me. And then she also told me that forgive me, her name, she's a beautiful, wonderful person, Mayan Recovery, is that her name, guys? Tell me below. I'm like totally blanking. I could look it up, but yeah, Mayan Recovery. Anyways, lovely lady, and she did a response to it. So I watched just like a minute or so of the response. I didn't watch like too much of it, but I went ahead and I watched Sarah's ad, and I thought it would be good to go over it here as well in case you guys didn't see anyone else talk about it. I also wanted to just bring up a couple of other things from Sarah's Day. Again, this is never in like hatred towards someone. I think she has a lovely personality. She's vibrant. She seems happy, and like I know, being someone, I'm not like a YouTuber, guys. Like, you've seen the quality of my stuff. Like, it's not that good. But being someone who does create videos from time to time, I do know how much work goes into all of that stuff. So I don't want to be saying anything bad, because like we can like nitpick every little thing from every single little person. It's like, come on, we can't do that, and that's just why I create that type of world. But this ad that she did really was something that like ruffled a lot of feathers. So we're gonna go ahead and watch it right now. You guys ready? I'm gonna pull it up.
To the girl who lays in bed every night and overthinks everything she ate that day. To the girl who forces herself to stay at the gym for over an hour. To the girl who dwells in guilt if she misses a workout. I was you. Getting myself to this point was far deeper than just the physical. It was about changing my mindset and creating a lifestyle, nourishing my body, listening to my body, moving because I love my body, not because I'm trying to fix it. So shout out to the girls who have come full circle and can rest in balance. Consistency over burnout, balance over restriction, and finally, listening to our bodies.
Okay, so that was it. Let's go over this. I wish this thing, it doesn't let me see. So let's just listen to the beginning part again.
To the girl who lays in bed every night and overthinks everything she ate that day.
So I think right there, this is where Sarah went wrong, and this is why there's like a lot of, like I said, kind of just feathers being ruffled over this. She says, to the girl who lays in bed every night and overthinks everything she ate that day. So that's indicative of someone who's struggling at the very least with disordered eating, but most likely a full-blown eating disorder. And for those girls who are sitting there over analyzing their food, and they're overthinking everything, and they're maybe, obsessively counting calories and tracking their macros, and just, you are probably suffering with this yourself if you're watching this. So you know what that all is. It's like, to that girl who is laying in bed and overthinking everything she ate that day, she shouldn't be going on this like 8-week intense like exercise challenge. If you're someone who's struggling with your relationship to food, maybe you have unbalanced hormones, maybe you have amenorrhea or irregular cycles, maybe you're dealing with energy debt, so you have a low metabolic rate, an 8-week sweaty exercise like HIIT challenge is really just, again, it's not gonna be what that person needs. And so I feel like Sarah just kind of marketed to the wrong person. I'm not against exercise. Everyone knows that. Like, I just came back from the gym. I love the gym. It's great. Now I had to take off about 9 months of going to the gym and doing yoga and doing Pilates and doing pretty much anything except for just walking and stretching. I had to do that for about 9 months. And when I say walking, guys, I mean like max 3 times a week for like 30 minutes, like light walking, like beach walk, barefoot, light walking, not like I'm not being like the world's best dog walker and walking around all the crazy hills in my hometown. So again, exercise is not bad. It really is not. Exercise can be very detrimental to someone when they're doing it for the wrong reason, which for someone who's overthinking everything they ate that day, I can just, I can just guess, just guess. I mean, it's just a guess that they also are someone who is really fearful of gaining weight, maybe obsessively exercises, and just overall has a very unhealthy relationship with body. And so again, for those type of people, what would be more beneficial is taking 8 weeks off of exercise, really focusing on healing their relationship to food, which you guys, in my mind, this is just my opinion here, okay? Everything on my channel, by the way, is my opinion. So it's not to be taken as fact. Please make your own opinions about everything in your life. But this is just food for thought, and we can share opinions, and maybe you glean something off of this. In my opinion, if you're trying to heal your relationship with food, it is so utterly helpful and important, and I would say necessary, to completely stop exercise for a time. Because those of us who struggle with food and body and all of that, like, it's so just connected. It's like you exercise because you ate food and you feel guilty, or you want to eat food so you exercise. It's like it's all connected, right? And so I feel like to really heal your relationship to food, where you're just like, yes, I have a human body, I need to nourish it well every single day, I'm not afraid of fats, I'm not afraid of carbs, I'm not afraid of proteins, I'm not, whatever it is, I'm just not afraid of food. I feel like you kind of have to take a break on exercise so that you're not doing this compensation thing. Like, okay, fine, I'll kind of expand my diet. This is what I did, guys. Classic quasi-recovery here. Fine, I'll eat, Mom. I'll eat the butter. I'll eat the cheese. But I'm going to go and exercise for like 20 hours a day. And so that's unhealthy, right? So for me to really heal my relationship with food, I really, really, really had to completely let go of the exercise, because the exercise was so connected and correlated with how much I ate, how much I was going to eat, and yada, yada, yada. So again, I just think Sarah is marketing to the wrong people. And listen, Sarah has come out and said that she struggled with, I can't remember if it was a full-blown eating disorder. I think it was. I think she came out and said that. I could be mistaken. At the very least, she has come out many times and said that she's had a lot of body insecurities, and she has had some disordered eating and things like that. So I went on her channel a little bit and just like did a little bit more research about Sarah. And I just found that there was a lot of things that were a little bit concerning. And the reason why it's concerning is just because she has a huge platform and she's talking to all these people about health and wellness. But then it's like, that's interesting. That's a very like not too healthy mentality around food. She's a super, super clean eater. She's admitted that many times, and she's always been fixated on like, I'm super paleo right now, or I'm gluten-free, I'm dairy-free, all of these things. And again, that's just all, it's super restrictive, kind of orthorexic, and not really, promoting a really open, just healthy relationship with food. Anyways, before we get into that, actually guys, I just want to go through this one more time and pause it now, where I think there's things to be said.
To the girl who forces herself to stay at the gym for over an hour.
So again, right there, it's to the girl who forces herself to stay at the gym for over an hour. Well, then don't be giving them an 8-week exercise challenge. That's what's like kind of weird. And I understand that it seems like Sarah has a healthier relationship with exercise herself, and that she, she's not exercising for like hours and hours on end. But again, this is just, it's marketed to the wrong person here. Like, it's kind of weird to the girl who overthinks food and to the girl who forces herself to stay at the gym for over an hour. So if that's that type of person, you giving them an 8-week challenge, like, okay, let's say your workouts are only like 30 minutes. I know me, if I did a 30-minute workout thing, you know, back in the day when I was kind of obsessed with exercise, I would have stayed at the gym an extra like 2 hours. Wink, wink, hint, hint, like, we're still going to go crazy with it. Just because you said to only do an hour doesn't mean that we're not going to do an hour. So I feel like this is just weird to do a gym workout routine thing for people who already force themselves to be at the gym. Like, those type of people, again, need to take a break. I'm like so stern on that with my clients. I'm just like, break. Like, I think you need at least a month break. If you can't give me a month, then exactly why you need to take a month off. Like, if you cannot take a month off of exercise without guilt, without shame, without anxiety, and if you can, then you should be able to, like, you know, be like, yeah, Chloe, I will take a month off. Let's do it. You know? So it's always my clients who are really like, oh, I don't want to do that. Then I'm like, oh, you are the exact person that needs to do it. No, I love my clients. I don't talk like that to them at all. But okay, let's continue here.
To the girl who dwells in guilt if she misses a workout.
Again, sorry. To the girl who dwells in guilt if she misses a workout. Honey, you are creating like an 8-week challenge. I'm really curious, actually, if there's like rest days in this 8-week challenge. Like, very, very curious. They might be. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt, but I'm very, very curious.
I was you. Getting myself to this.
Okay, so she's like, I was you. And then she goes, and this is kind of, and I'll talk about this a little bit later. This was kind of my one, a little bit of a red flag, I'll put it that way, to me, is that, like, here she is being like, if you're overthinking your food, if you're staying at the gym too long, if you're anxious if you miss a workout, and then she goes straight into, here's me holding my like protein smoothie, and here's my body, and here's me checking myself in the mirror, filming it. Kind of just weird, right? Like, if you were to create an exercise program, let's say for people who she's marketing to, had an unhealthy relationship with exercise and all that, like, if I were to do that, let's say, I'm not going to, but let's just say I was going to create like a workout program for those people who, you know, have gotten their period back and all of that. I would not be posting like selfie photo shots of my whole body of like, now look at my abs and my protein smoothie, and this is like how I got here. You know what I mean? Now, one, I am all for body positivity, and people who know me, like my friends and my family, like, I love to be pretty much naked all the time. Like, I just want to wear little bandeaus and little booty shorts, and that's like all I want to wear. I wore that during my recovery when I gained all that weight. I wear it now. Like, that's me. I live in Southern California. I'm always at the beach, always in our garden, always outside in the sun. I like to get lots of sunshine. That's just me. And so I do a lot of videos where I'm just like, you know, wearing a sports bra or wearing a bralette or stuff like that. And that, I'm like, I mean, I'm going to wear what I want to wear. That's like part of the beauty of finally having like body liberation and body freedom, is that like, I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to wear this. Like, love it. But that's different than like, let me like check myself out, you know, squeeze my abs and like, look how toned I am. Like, what? No. And that's kind of what she's doing here. So I'm like, what? That's kind of weird. Like, it's kind of just out of place, honey. Okay, let's continue.
The point was far deeper than just the physical. It was about changing my mindset and creating a lifestyle, nourishing my body, listening to my body, moving because I love my body, not because I'm trying to fix it. So shout out to the girls who have come.
And again, moving because I love my body, not because I'm trying to fix it, and then body shot. Like, bam. Are you sure? Are you sure you're working out and eating healthy not to change your body? I mean, I do have to say, again, sounds like she's done a lot of work with her own relationship with like exercise and body. We never know where people truly are at. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff on her channel that's like, she talks about her insecurities and all of that. So if you have that many insecurities, and you do a lot of body checking and then you're working out a lot, I don't know. You have to make your own call if you're someone who wants to like follow that type of stuff. But I am glad that she mentioned like this is about balance and about moving your body out of like the joy of it. Completely agree, Sarah. Like, completely agree. Like I said, guys, like I was at the gym this morning. Like, I love it. I move my body because it makes me feel strong. It increases endorphins. Like, yeah, great. And I think doing it in a balanced way, like 2 days, you know, prior to this morning, I didn't work out. Like, I took complete rest days, not even going on a walk, like complete rest days. So, you know, exercise is very balanced for me. It's not something that's excessive. It's not something I have to do in a day. It's something that I get to do when it is like, you know, a good time, when I have lots of energy.
Full circle and can rest in balance. Consistency over burnout, balance over restriction, and finally, listening to our bodies.
So I love the like consistency over burnout. I get that, like totally. Like we shouldn't be just like grilling ourselves at the gym day in, day out, day in, day out. Like, yeah, that's going to lead to burnout, adrenal fatigue. It's going to lead to low metabolism. It's going to lead to a lot of really unpleasant, negative health consequences. But again, here she's like, in listening to your body, I just think it's funny. Okay, you guys, you know me. If you don't, hi, my name is Chloe, and you're about to know me a little bit more. So here she is, and she's like, what did she say? Like eating out of pleasure, eating what you really want or something. And then she shows the shot of her drinking a green juice, and I'm like, honey, who actually wants a green juice? Like, what is this? Like, if I said, like, eating what I really want, like, you better bet there's going to be bacon and eggs in that photo. Like, and so I just think it's funny that, again, she just, like, shows this shot of her drinking this green juice, and yeah, you get what I'm saying. I don't even think I need to go into that. Okay, that was it. And so it ended there with the green juice. So again, these are people who overthink their food, are most likely probably already under eating, restricting macros, clean eating, doing all of that. And then you show a picture of you drinking a green juice and do my 8-week challenge. Yeah, I get why people's like feathers were ruffled. I totally get it. Looking at the comments, guys, power to these people. I need to go and comment. I haven't commented myself. I will go and comment. You can go and read my comment if I end up putting one. So this person, Emily, says, leave people suffering with eating disorders alone. They do not need your 8-week program. Oh, what Maya did next here. What Maya did next. That's the lovely lady I was talking about. Yeah, this person's saying she did a nice response to it. These people, unethical to market towards this demographic, inappropriate and unethical. Absolutely no hate, but honestly, as someone who's been anorexic, this ad was a lot. If you struggle with this stuff mentioned in the beginning of this video, you should see a professional, not buy another exercise guide. Yeah, or snaps. I can't snap, that's why I clapped. This is a very disturbing ad. In my opinion, it promotes unhealthy eating and exercise behaviors, and therefore it should be reviewed as potentially triggering. I am sure that this is not the marketing goal to attract that kind of audience. But I kind of did, though. That was the whole problem. I'm sorry, but you are portraying the wrong message to the wrong demographic. Yeah, I'm really glad people really they understood this. Those girls you're talking about in the video need to see professional help. I'd watch this before you order. Individuals who lie awake with food guilt, disordered eating, and exercise need professional help, not an 8-week grueling HIIT program. Yep. I think you have crossed the line into unconscionable conduct. Please don't delete comments that offer constructive criticism. Yeah, so it sounds like she deleted a lot of comments, which is surprising because there's a lot on here that are like definitely saying criticism. Yeah, people are like, Sarah, read the comments, acknowledge the comments, and recreate an ad that isn't triggering for those who have eating disorders. I don't know if Sarah has come out yet and said sorry and has, rectified the situation. The ad is still up, which I actually was surprised. I was almost like, oh, I'm gonna go make this video and the ad's not gonna be up anymore. But lo and behold, the ad is still up. Yeah, horrible. You are promoting an eating disorder with this, not helping the opposite. So let's talk about some of the things I found on Sarah's YouTube that were concerning. So let's just watch this little clip from one of her vlogs.
Weeks I've gained a solid 3 kilos, put on a little bit of fat, and yeah, I'm not very fit anymore. I wouldn't say...
Okay, first off, just gaining 3 kilos doesn't like make you unfit anymore. Like, that's a very black and white mentality, right? That's exactly what like my course helps to get you out of, is that like, stop thinking in this black and white, either I'm skinny or I'm obese. It's like, what? So now she's like, I gained 3 kilos and I'm not fit anymore. It's like, whoa, geez, that's so like, oh, it's a little harsh.
I'm hesitant to show you my before footage. I'm just like ashamed in myself, if that makes sense. Not ashamed, I don't know, like you got...
No, you said ashamed. It sounds like you're ashamed. You're ashamed that you gained just like 3 kilos. That's not, to me, that's not someone who has a very healthy relationship with their body. Like, to feel ashamed that you gained weight, I don't know. And this is the bad part coming up here, so listen.
You guys know that my stomach is like the lean part of my body, so...
No, why would I know? Why would I keep tabs on your body? See, it's like, this is why, some of these vloggers, I'm like, stop showing your body and like, showing off. Again, I believe in wearing whatever you want, but it's like the really purposely, I'm like zoomed up in my abs, showing off type of like thing. Like, why would I know that your stomach is the leanest part of your body? Like, I don't keep track of the ratio from your thighs to your hips. Like, I'm just not doing that. Anyway, so it's just, you can tell she's kind of just like a little bit overthinking her body here.
When I see that my stomach has blown out and isn't lean anymore, I know something's wrong. This is what my body is looking like now. That's 3 weeks.
Okay, there's nothing wrong if your stomach is not flat. In fact, if you are a woman, you most likely have some stomach fat. Because guess what, guys? You don't have any bones that are protecting your reproductive organs. And so, having a little bit of belly fat there, it helps protect your lovely little ovaries and your lovely uterus, guys. So over people being like, you have to have a flat stomach. No, you don't. It's so unhealthy for like 99.9999999% of women to have a super flat stomach. It's unrealistic. It's too low of a body fat percentage for most women for them to actually be healthy, have a good metabolism, and have good hormones. And so she's like here being like, oh no, my belly's like popping out a little bit. Like, okay. And this is what's bad, is that now she goes and shows footage. I'm like, what are you looking at here? Like, what? Like, here she is, and she's like, I gained, okay, let's just watch it.
Post-surgery, after eating crap loads of food, literally all I did was eat. All I ate was sugar and carbs, and you guys know that my body does not respond well to that at all. And for the last week, I've been eating lots of dairy.
So that, by the way, guys, that is exactly what I'm talking about there. That is purposely showing your body. Do you get what I'm talking about? Zoomed up, mirror shot. Yeah, okay, so... Okay, Sarah, honey, girl, how do you think that makes people feel when you lift up your shirt and you are very lean? I don't care if you've gained your 3 kilos, honey, you are very lean. You pull up your shirt and you're like, oh, I feel so bad because I'm just feeling so floppy and so gross right now. And I'm looking at this being like, honey, like, that's what is going on here?
Which I shouldn't, because my body can't absorb dairy very well. I haven't even been eating good dairy though. It hasn't even been like healthy cheese and milk. It's been like protein stuff. So I've been eating heaps of protein puddings.
Yeah, so that's another thing that I'm just like, I personally don't agree with the whole fitness industry. Everyone is really into powders and things like that. The only powder thing that I take is collagen, because that is like super healthy for your gut. It's really great for your hair, your skin, your nails. Like, collagen gets really depleted when you go through energy debt. So I think taking, collagen powder and gelatin is like a smart idea, and I talk about that in my course. Like, that's why we make marshmallows, and I make Jello, and I make my adrenal cocktail, and I put in some collagen in there because that's super beneficial. But that's different than like all these like you know what I'm talking about. Like, let's make all of these whey protein stuff, and I don't know. I don't know what's going on with my hands here. But it's just like over-reliance on just like protein powders, protein powders, protein powders. And yeah, so here she is even saying like, I'm just eating a lot of protein puddings and protein bars and all these things. And I'm just like, food, just eat real food, maybe. I don't know. To me, this is my opinion again. To me, that just is very disordered when someone's like, oh, he's eating the protein bars. It's like, I know exactly how many grams of sugar and fat and calories and everything's in here. And I kind of think it fuels a lot of people's eating disorders. And I'm not saying if anyone eats a protein bar that they have an eating disorder. I'm just saying I think people can get kind of obsessed and hooked on things. And yeah. Okay.
And protein bars because I've just been really naughty.
I've just been naughty. You guys, this is unhealthy talk about food. Like, is no one else picking this up on her channel that she's like talking about food in that way? Like, I've been naughty. I've been eating protein bars. Whew, honey. You're not naughty for eating.
So I literally keep waking up every morning with the worst stomach aches and I don't want to eat. So I don't eat till like 2 o'clock because I feel so sick. And then I binge and just eat everything in the cupboard.
Why? You guys, you have to see that, right? I've been eating these protein bars. I feel naughty about it. My stomach hurts, which, you guys, I study dynamic eating psychology, so I really understand how your thoughts and your feelings and your beliefs impact your digestion and impact your metabolism. And so if you are thinking negative thoughts, that is going to increase your risk for any kind of like digestive discomfort. And so she does that. She has the stomach ache, which I think could be fueled. I'm just saying it could be fueled by a lot of guilt. Maybe her stomach is reacting to it because it's protein bar and like who actually digests protein bars well. But she eats the protein bar. But then she has all this anxiety and guilt and shame about it. So then that like makes the digestive system act up even more, slow down even more. So then she feels really sick. So then what does she do? She fasts in the morning and she pushes her breakfast out all the way. I think, did she just say 2? Like, that was bad. She pushes it out to like 2. That's not even like, I've been eating breakfast a little late at like 9 or 10. That's like, I am not eating until 2. So that is classic restrict binge cycle. And she just said it. Like, she just said it. I pushed my like food off until way later and then I just kind of, can we re-listen to that again? She said I kind of just like go crazy at night. Let's see.
And protein bars because I've just been really naughty. So I literally keep waking up every morning with the worst stomach aches and I don't want to eat. So I don't eat till like 2 o'clock because I feel so sick. And then I binge and just eat everything in the cupboard.
Alright, so you heard it from her. She binges and eats everything in the cupboard. Maybe it's because you didn't eat breakfast. Yeah. Let's just see if there's anything else here in this video before we move on.
The almond milk I use, a lot of things set my stomach off. I try to keep my diet as clean as possible. And I'm very picky with my almond milk now.
I try and keep my diet as clean as possible. No wonder you're binging, honey. Like, when you have that type of, sorry, the thing keeps on falling. There you go. When you have that type of relationship with food, it's just, it ain't gonna end well. I did it for over 11 years. It didn't end well. I tried to eat clean. It really didn't end well. And it's the whole idea of like clean. Like, guys, there's so much that comes with that word. It makes you feel like you're dirty, you're bad, you're wrong if you eat anything that's not clean. And we should never feel that way around food. Never. Even if you're eating a triple fried Twinkie with fried ice cream, you shouldn't feel like you're a bad person, like you're naughty, like you're, I don't know. It's just, it's really, really concerning. I think that was all I kind of wanted to show from there. So that's pretty much all I have for this video. I do want to show you just a small little clip of another vlog that she did. Because again, I think it's just really telling that like this woman is really dealing a lot with, I feel like, some body dysmorphia and a lot of just body insecurities, like I said, she's admitted to, but disordered eating and all of that type of stuff. Should take that back. I'm not trying to diagnose. I'm just saying a lot of these behaviors that she is doing is concerning. That's all I am saying. All. I will leave it to her therapist to talk to her about her life and her relationship with food and body. So now I want to dive into this other video. It's called Body Transformation, What I Eat, My Workouts, and Body Update. First off, I just hate that she's doing a body update. You don't need to be updated on your body, honey. Like, let's just stop making life about our bodies and what size and shape they are. So this was really concerning to me because she's full on being like, hi guys, welcome to this video. Like, I've been off track for a long time, but now I'm getting back on track, and I'm gonna do like before and after transformation type of video thing. So let's be in front of the camera here and let's completely analyze my body for a second, and then I'm gonna do all these workouts and eat super clean, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what my body looks like. So this is
Monday,
that video.
and I'm going to start week 1, and I just want to show you how effective this program can be if done properly, because it's the style of training that completely transformed my body in the past, so I thought I would do it now. Okay, I guess now it's time to get into my before shot. Okay, I would never call myself fat or overweight, but if you guys are familiar with my channel or my Instagram and my body in general, you'll know that this is not my normal physique. I feel like usually I have abs, I'm a bit more leaner.
She like has the abs. This is again what's so concerning. I'm looking at this and I'm like, you're super lean. Like, you are very lean. You already have abs, honey. And here she is being like, you guys, I'm feeling really gross, feeling really out of it. It's the same thing that she did in the last video. And this is why this is just, it's really, really, it's sad to see. And then she has like so many views. This has almost 1 million views, guys. 872,000 views. That many people have been watching this going like, wow, she has a super lean body. Ooh, but she's saying that she doesn't feel good and that she's uncomfortable in her body and that she's fat. How do I feel about my body now? Not too good.
I have some cap shoulders, and my legs are
I feel fine about my body.
When I gain weight, I also gain cellulite super quickly. Like, I'm genetically prone to have a lot of...
Like, are you so... Sorry, she's really lean. I'm like, what is going on here? Like, honey.
Cellulite, and it's something that I've struggled with since I was around 13 years old, and only the last few years from tailoring my diet and my training routine have I gotten rid of cellulite. However, after falling off the health and fitness bandwagon, I gained it back, and I can honestly gain back cellulite in a matter of 2 weeks minimum. So hopefully you can see in this footage that I do have some cellulite on the back of my legs, but I'm hoping by the end of this 8 weeks, the Sweat It to Shred It program, I won't have any, because last time I trained like this, I pretty much completely...
Sweat It to Shred It program. So this is what's problematic. We're gonna end there. This is too much, and I don't want to keep... I gotta change my thing here. Okay, I don't want to keep on just like staring at her body there. She's someone who deals with disordered eating, eats clean, which to me is kind of just, it's orthorexic tendencies, and she's doing a Sweat It to Shred It program. Did she create the Sweat It to Shred It program? I think she might have created it. Anyways, it sounds very similar to what she came out with just like a week ago of this like 8-week, body challenge thing. And I would really caution people, like, am I buying stuff from people who are promoting something that I truly believe in? Again, like, I know there's a couple people, I'm trying to think, there's a couple people online that are like super, super body positive, all about really nourishing your body, eating well, eating everything, and they put out like workout programs, and it is very just like strength focused, but they focus a lot more on like performance, on building strength, and not just like burning calories and sweating it to shredding it. And so like, I would rather, if I was to buy something, I would rather buy something from someone who's promoting like a very positive, beautiful relationship with food and exercise versus someone who is, maybe potentially still dealing with some disordered eating herself, and a lot of body insecurities, and I'm not shaming her for having body insecurities, like, geez, don't, like, a lot of us, like, she's not a bad person for that, but I'm just saying, to then go and to like create this program, it's just a little weird. And so yeah, and so I say this all the time, we have to be super, super careful, especially if we are someone ourselves who deals with an eating disorder or disordered eating. We have to be very careful about the content that we consume. Like, even for me, trust me, I do not get triggered at all. Like, there's nothing for me to get triggered about. But I look at this stuff and I'm like, oh, if I watch this, like back when I was suffering, that would have been bad. That is like exactly the type of stuff that like continued to perpetuate and fuel my eating disorder. So to be very honest with you guys, when I went through my whole like last big, push of recovery, I took about, I think it was 5 months. It was 4 or 5 months. So completely off of social media, no Instagram, no Twitter, no YouTube, none of that. Like I completely took it off. And that was super healing for me because I focused on the things that really mattered to me in my life, like my family and like being out in nature and playing the piano. And I learned the cello during that time. Didn't keep up with it, so I don't know the cello anymore, but I was trying to learn the cello. It was a valiant effort that really, really failed. It's a really hard instrument, but I got the piano down. But anyway, so I just focused on other things and my life became very, very full, and I felt like a lot more confident in my body when I wasn't just looking at a bunch of other people's bodies and being marketed things like this of like I should do this like 8-week shred program because look, I'm overthinking food and I exercise for such a long time, so maybe I should do this girl's HIIT program. That is exactly what I would have fallen into, and so this is why I'm making this video, so that you guys don't fall into this. Now, let's talk about the Get Your Flow On course because the doors are finally open for pre-order. The course will be completely open come February, so I kind of want to start us all together in February, so get in now with the pre-order. I discounted the price by $100 and just automatically put that in because for some reason on the payment plan option with Thinkific, which is what I used to build the course on, it wasn't letting me do a coupon code. But if you pay in full, you do get an extra $100 off. And I figured that's kind of, that's kind of normal too. If someone pays in full, they get a little bit extra off. So it's all discounted right now. You get a little extra if you pay in full. But anyways, the doors are opening soon to the Get Your Flow On course where you are going to learn exactly not to do all these things, like exactly how to get out of this unhealthy mindset and really bad relationship with food and body and exercise. And you're going to learn how to get your period back if your period's gone. But even if your period's not gone, this is going to teach you how to really nourish yourself, to have a strong metabolism. It is going to teach you it's going to bring awareness to what diet culture is and how pervasive and incessant it is in our society. It's going to teach you the lessons that I learned about diet culture after I left, and I think that module is like really, really powerful. We're going to talk about extreme hunger. We're going to talk about dealing with weight gain and body image and all that good stuff. And so if you want to join a course, don't join the 8-week challenge. Like, join this program that's going to actually help you cultivate a beautiful relationship with food and body and help you understand the importance of nourishing yourself and having food freedom and food flexibility and allowing yourself to rest and to tap into your feminine energy, to dance, to be a lot more intuitive. Like, if that sounds more like the thing you are looking for and that you want in your life, then I really would highly consider joining the Get Your Flow On course. I'm super excited for it. And so yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. You can go and click the link below to head to the website to like read all about it. And you can always email me with a bunch of questions. Okay, that is all for today. I hope you guys have a beautiful one.